What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Wars in the Stars, episode number 97. Today, we're going to try and have a discussion about Secret Invasion, episode number 2. Talk a little bit about the new cast and news with Superman Legacy, and we might touch on some rumors for the Marvels post-credit scene. Again, um, pretty weird time for these franchises, especially Marvel. Alex, my co-host, how we doing today?
Doing fine. I finally have had a break from work. I got today and tomorrow off. It's weird. It's weird transitioning from part time to full time
Hmm.
because I always, I don't know. I always felt so not overworked, but so tired from like 3 days of work. But now working like 5 days with most of my shifts being like 7 hours. Such a weird shift. I don't know why, but it's just been a nice relaxing day. If my audio doesn't sound the greatest, it's because I violently punched my mic earlier. So I like Mike Tyson roundhouse that man. It was bad.
It
So
sounds it sounds much better, but when I originally got on this call with Alex,
yeah,
he almost my ears almost bled, almost died before we got on the
like
stream.
all right. Look, while we're talking about Secret Invasion, I'm looking at buying a new mic right now. Okay, so we can. So I won't have that bad of audio anymore. So,
Good,
but yeah,
good.
I don't know how long this talk about Secret Invasion is gonna be, but we're gonna talk about it.
I have no idea either, man, because I guess we could jump right into it because nobody cares about our personal lives.
I care.
Except us two. We care about what we do. But um I I, I don't know. Like like we briefly talked off air for like a couple of minutes. I don't know. It's kind of like the phrase I'm going to use for this episode. It's just like I don't know. I think it's
No,
good.
yeah, like it's definitely good, but like my thing is like I don't know. I don't feel enticed to. I forgot the episode came out by the way today. It wasn't until you texted that we were doing the show tonight. I was like, oh yeah, Secret Invasion is coming out.
Yeah, I totally forgot too. I'm busy usually on Wednesdays. I worked today.
Hmm,
I had a doctor's appointment and then I was supposed to have a game, but that got canceled and all that sort of thing. So I'm like, I don't have time to watch this. And then I'm like, okay, I can watch this. And I'm like, I texted you. I'm like, huh? Because usually we would talk the day before or something, a couple of days before, and I'm like, huh? That's right. That's out today. Shit, I gotta watch it. It just feels almost more like with this. I mean, I love doing this. I think you agree as well. But like, this almost like watching this show just feels like a job. It doesn't feel like I'm enjoying what I'm watching.
yeah, it's like I don't know. The
It's good.
weird
It's just I don't feel engaged with the show.
Yeah, it feels really weird because it feels like the first episode had so much hype around it from like the marketing and all that. And I just feel like no, like I have not seen one person talk about the show since it came out. Not once. Not on Twitter, not on TikTok, not on Instagram, not on YouTube. I have not seen like anybody talk about it.
Right.
And yeah, it turns out the lasting ramifications are pretty large in the show. They're not just a meme that we're gonna make fun of anymore. So it's like, I don't know. I feel weird, but like stuff is definitely happening in the episodes. It's just I don't feel hooked. I
Hmm.
don't feel I don't feel enticed to watch. I don't feel captivated. Just feels like hmm. It feels like a random Netflix movie
Right.
with the Marvel Studio skin on it.
Right.
Like this doesn't feel MCU.
You know what I felt? I literally said to myself, I'm like, I'm just watching a better version of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I mean honestly, it feels
I mean,
like yeah.
Am I not?
It's true. It literally though, it's literally taking every single complaint we had about Falcon and the Winter Soldier and doing it right.
Right.
So I don't know. It's like I don't I don't feel like at all like hooked by the show. Like the episodes
No.
are good. They're good. Like I'm not gonna lie here and sit here and say they're boring. They're good. I don't know. I don't
I don't know if you feel this way because I feel this way. I just don't feel any connection to the characters. Like I have no connection to them at
yeah,
all.
it feels like we've followed 30 movies with Nick Fury by this point, but we haven't.
Right. It's been a long time since we've seen this dude for like
Like
a substantial scene. Yeah.
yeah. And so it's just like it's hard because again, we're meant to feel like we've watched 30 movies of just Nick Fury, but like we haven't. So
Right.
it's like I feel like, and then like the bombshell at the end of the episode being that he's married. Where did that come from?
Right.
So it's like I feel like I don't know. I feel like we're supposed to know more than what we do, but we don't know it. So I'm like, oh yeah, he's married. Cool.
Cool.
I don't know why that was like so important to be the end of the episode, but like
Right.
I won't complain.
No, it was cool.
Mhm.
The other thing was like like some of the episode kind of felt like random bullshit here. Like literally
Yeah.
on the train scene.
Mhm.
I'm like, Talos was just like, yeah, I sent the call out when you were gone. I'm like, where is this coming? Like literally, because it happened at the beginning of the episode. I'm like, where is this coming from? There was like no indication beforehand, right? They have that whole discussion about like, Fury talks about the game he played with his mom.
Yeah.
Um, and then it just felt so random. Like it didn't feel
Mhm.
like natural, like a naturally flowing scene. I'm
Yeah.
like, this just feels so random. Um,
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. There was a scene in the scene in the Mandalorian season 3 finale where they go underneath, like into that cave where there's like all that life underneath it.
right, right.
I literally felt that exact same thing. Like this literally just felt like they were like, "Hey guys, don't forget we got this scene that we need to put somewhere."
Right,
And they
this
were
felt
like,
like
"Oh,
expository
right
dialogue
there."
for expository dialogue.
Yeah, like it didn't. It didn't like this didn't feel like it like entirely moved the plot forward. um,
Because really, it is kind of groundbreaking information that like
yeah, and
Talos straight up lied.
mm, and it comes off as just very like, oh, by the way, I might have lied, and like there's like potentially like millions of like scrolls on your planet. Um, my bad, by the way.
Might be, bro. Might be.
Might be like almost everybody in the world that you know actually might not be them. But like that's my fault. You know that's that my bad, man. You get it though. I don't know. It literally just felt like that though. It literally just felt like wow, what what a bombshell to drop in a very not explosive scene.
Yeah, it was just weirdly placed.
Yeah.
Um,
And again, I'm gonna say this forever. This show is going to continue to not be ever a 10 out of 10 show if it continues to use those stupid AI intros.
I skipped a, skipped it.
I skipped it. Now that it finally gave me the option, I skipped it. Dude,
Like this
again,
is dumb.
it's just dumb. Stop using AI for stuff. What you paid to get
It's
that
just lazy.
AI, yeah, what you paid to get that AI to do it, you could have paid somebody else to do it.
It do a better job.
Yeah. I like the only thing about it is I like the end visual of the green taking over the earth. It's kind of like what happened in Ohio today, where a big fog came through. I literally,
Right.
by the way, I so the day that
Are
this
you even
happened,
allowed to go outside right now? I mean, it's like
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's cleared up mostly. I think
Right.
at least. Um, the day that I saw it happen, by the way, I was at work and it looked normal all day. I walked
Hmm.
out and I was like, it's awful foggy outside today. I wonder if it
Right.
rained. And then I woke up and it was still foggy. I was like, man, that's some deep fog we're in. and then I got the and then I went on freaking Twitter and got the health alert for it, and I was like, oh, that's not fog, that's smoke.
Smoke, baby.
It's like, damn, bro, who's vaping in here?
Yeah,
There's
jeez.
bro's blowing the biggest clouds. Now, if we found out it was Canada who was vaping on us,
They were hitting the El Julio, man.
they were trying to do all these tricks, but the vape blew up.
Have you seen I know this is so random. Have you seen on TikTok, what's his face? The World of T-shirts guy?
Mm,
I've been
yeah,
following his story.
he's crazy to me, dude. He's batshit crazy.
Have you seen how like he drinks so much? Like I can't comprehend how much alcohol he drinks. It's actually insane.
Hmm it's one of those things that for me, it always keeps in mind me. If I ever feel like I drink too much Starbucks or I drink too much energy drinks,
Right.
never drink as much alcohol as this guy drinks.
It's actually insane.
Like, oh my, I would love to get a blood sample of him and see his alcohol levels right now. It'd be great. How much over the limit do you think he is?
Oh, it's insane. It has to be. It's 9:34 right now. It has because he starts drinking. Like I see some of his TikToks sometimes. He'll start drinking at like 12 in the afternoon. One. It's
Yeah.
got to be insane. Like he's like at some points he's got to be like literally 2 to 3 times like over like if the legal limit is what 0.07 0.08 he's got to be
Yeah.
like
No. Yeah.
0.16
Something
0.24.
like that, man. Dude, it's crazy. It's also just I wonder how he's never gotten arrested for like being like a what is it called? A public.
Public intoxication. Well, they don't care
Yeah.
in New York. It's
Yeah.
just
That and other things. But I don't know. He's funny to me.
he
Put him in
lives
the
paycheck to
MCU.
paycheck.
Put him
He
in
lives
the MCU
paycheck.
for me.
He would be a great MCU character.
Yes, he would. He would fit. What show? What show was I thinking
He
he would
kind of
fit?
represents. He kind of represents comic book Tony Stark, if you know what I'm saying. Alcoholism, gang,
Honestly,
gang.
yeah. And Hank Pym.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, Hank Pym definitely beat his wife in the.
Well,
definitely
no,
beat.
well, World to T-shirts doesn't have a
Oh,
wife.
I know. I'm just saying though, but he beat his wife because of alcoholism.
True.
So I'm just saying.
But also this Michael Quinn dude. I don't know who this guy, this weirdo who like. Have you seen this dude, Michael Quinn? Like the guy who like he like manages him, and he's like a 50-year-old.
No.
It's so weird. Yeah. Well, no. Anyways, but yeah, Josh World of T-shirts, interesting dude. Um, needs to stop drinking
He should be
alcohol.
Kang the Conqueror.
He is no, he's
Re-
the Joker. He's the
replace
Joker.
no replace Jonathan Majors.
He's how does he
That's
have all that money?
I don't
That's it's
know.
just so much money on alcohol. Like it's actually insane.
Alcohol's not cheap either, by the way. Alcohol's expensive.
Very New York City too.
Mm. How he's not dead
He
either, by the way, is just crazy to me.
oh, I don't understand.
How
I
he has
don't
not
get it.
gotten like stabbed or shanked or shot or ran over or just straight up beat to death is beyond me. He says some
Or
wild things to people too.
died from I'll sue your ass. I
I'll
can't.
sue you. You know what he gives me? You know those like sovereign citizens who are like, I'm not driving, I'm traveling. You can't
Ah,
arrest me because I'm not driving commercially.
right.
That's the kind of like stupidity he gives me.
Um I wonder what his breath smells like, man. Because there's no way that dude brushes his teeth I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it's got to be like, what does he drink mostly? Is it beer?
Dude, he drinks a ton of shit. He drinks mostly beer, but I mean, I don't think he actually enjoys alcohol because anytime like I see like you'll see him drinking, he's like he'll sip it and he'll make a face.
Yeah,
I
like
think he
that
just
French
drinks
face.
it. Yeah, let's
Mm.
share this. This is totally what we're not supposed to be talking about, but who cares?
Look, that's Secret Invasion for you, though. It's like stuff happened.
We'll get back to it. Don't worry. But this is a sidetrack here because this is interesting. Yeah, let's see if we can get this up now. He'll drink Captain Morgan sometimes, like shots of Captain Morgan. He'll have like
I just don't
he'll
get
have.
the go to alcohol. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. I mean, it's fine if like, but like he literally will go to the like he'll go to the city and drink every day,
Mm.
and that's what he does. That's his job. Imagine that being your job.
You got to think also though, if he does stop, he's probably gonna have liver cancer.
Well, I mean, I don't know because he's only been drinking for like a year, but like he does drink every day, like
Excessive
every
drinking,
day,
though. Really bad.
like bad.
Mm.
He's also like I don't think he did, but it was like a video of him sipping on lean, but I don't think it was a lean because like if he was actually drinking lean, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, fascinating. Roll the t-shirts.
We
Okay.
your guy.
Do we want to go back to Secret Invasion? Because there's some stuff we can talk about.
I guess.
Uh,
Trying to think.
Um,
So we talked about like on the offhand, Nick Fury is married.
right.
Whatever that could entail.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's trying to. It kind of ended like that. I'm like, okay. I mean, we kind of knew that. I knew that was gonna happen, but I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. This
It's
has
also
nothing to do with the story.
yeah. It's also just weird. It's just like why was this like never was this never mentioned earlier in the MCU? You think this would be like a at least like a fairly important thing.
Right.
Maybe I'm crazy here.
Well, I think it kind of makes sense for Nick Fury as kind of like the shadow behind the Avengers. I mean, I can understand that as a spy. My thing is, and it was the thing we talked about with episode one. Again, just like the fact that like everybody keeps saying it, Fury is old, he's washed. I cannot stand this because it's
Yeah,
literally not true.
it's
It's
not
literally not true.
true.
It's literally not true.
He gets told. I don't even remember how the conversation with Rhodey goes, but what's it called? He literally is like touched by that guy, and then he gets immediately like, get put into like an arm hold. So it's
Right.
like, how are you gonna say this man's old and washed up? Like if I did that, if I tried doing that, bro, that guy would have literally just smacked me on my head, and I would have been on the floor in tears. But no, Nick Fury
Right.
literally like it sounds like he breaks his arm. By the way,
Yes.
I will give kudos to this show. It's brutal.
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty violent.
it's a very brutal show. And what rating does it have?
Is it a MA-13?
I gotta know. I gotta know.
I think it might be an MA-13, right? It's got to be. Because we saw a dude's finger get chopped off.
TV rating. What is it? 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 Oh my god. I can't find it, man. Hold on. I really don't want to have to get back into Disney Plus. That's okay. I can do that. Do you think it could be TV 14?
Could be.
It is. It's TV 14.
Okay.
What you know what that means too? The show is allowed one F bomb.
It is.
Do you think we finally hear Fury drop the F bomb?
I would hope so.
What if he doesn't? What it what if it's like Rhodey?
That would be so out of character, but so funny.
It
Oh
would
my
be.
god. He's actually so I don't know if it's really him or he's a scroll, but if it is like him, he is
He's acting so different.
but he is so funny. Oh my god, when the Sokovia person, he's like, I will put my suit on and carpet bomb their ass. And that was so funny. I almost died laughing. I'm like, there's no way this dude just said that. Oh, he's 100% a scroll. Like he has to be.
Bro, for sure, for sure.
Or he just turned into a dick.
Yeah, I mean, after what's going on in the MCU, I can see it, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's
Because he just straight up fired Nick Fury.
yeah, hey, that's
Why?
because he's a SKURLL baby scroll.
By the way,
He's like the one of the he's like in my opinion he's like one of the like obvious scrolls too.
I think the crazy twist, if you were going to do it with Rhodey, is that you could say he died in Civil War.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I think it would work.
That'd be nuts, though. He died in Civil War, and they just switched his body out.
Yes,
That'd be
dude,
nuts.
that would be pretty impactful. But they're not gonna do that because Armor Wars is happening. So it has Rhodey like has to.
Kind of has to be normal Rhodey. I think it could be revealed though that like, I think it could still be think he is a scroll, but like I guess it gets revealed that those like those things that they put the people into like zap their minds.
Right.
Like once they get put out of it, they're like I guess back to normal. I don't know how you function after that, but
I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it.
But yeah, I don't know. I hope it is normal Rhodey. I hope this just is how he is now. He's just a douchebag now.
Well, I just don't get it because it's such a like a departure from his character, like a character like he's so Rhodey is so weirdly written, right? Because he's not in he's not in a lot of the MCU, right? When we meet him in Iron Man 1 and 2, right? He's kind of the government guy who like is friends with Tony but also has to keep Tony in check.
Yeah.
He sides with the Accords, right? And then he stands up to Ross, to Thunderbolt Ross in Infinity War when he orders Rhodey to arrest Cap in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought that was like the turning point post his traumatic injury, like, and then now he's back to government guy.
Yeah, he's
who's a dick.
He's like he tonally changes from every project. Like even from Infinity War to Endgame, even though they're the same production, it's a very different person.
Right.
And so I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like just really weird. I don't know. I get the feeling that again, I get the thing he either is a scroll and then after he gets let out of his little thing by the scrolls that he'll still be in Armor Wars. I don't know.
I have no idea. I have no clue.
I guess that's the lasting consequence we're gonna have to wait on.
It was just so weird. Like the same dude who straight up put it together Avengers is like, yeah, you're can, bro.
Yeah, it's weird again because like we see him. Where do we see him last? Falcon in the Winter Soldier.
For a scene, yeah.
And even then, he doesn't feel like anti-government, but like I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering him wrong in that I haven't watched it in forever, so I could be, and I wouldn't be surprised if
Well,
I am.
also, well, to be fair, if I can remember correctly, he supported Sam's decision to give the shield up.
Yeah. Mm,
I don't know. Rhodey
more
feels
proof. Yeah, maybe more proof he's a scroll.
right. But then again, I think this is a good segue. Are we saying he's a scroll? Are we saying that?
I think he has the highest chance, honestly, of being one right now.
I think he's a scroll.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Th-
agree.
that's a good segue to the villains of this show. I have no idea what to think of Gravik and
Okay, so my thing is this. Okay, in the original thumbnail I sent you, in where in the thumbnail I sent you originally, it was gonna where it says who else is a scroll.
hmm,
It was gonna initially say who else is a scroll and why are the villains in these TV shows always so mid. It was it was gonna genuinely say all that, but I was like, I'm not gonna put all that. But dude, I mean, genuinely speaking, man, I don't get it with these villains. They really tried to go into Gravik's like back background
right,
and why he is the way that he is.
right, which I think is interesting. I will say, I think it
Yeah,
is interesting.
I think to a point he's justified, but only a small point because the thing with Fury's agreement was that so long I don't remember the exact like word for word, but basically, you know, you guys keep your word and we will keep looking for you guys to have a home.
Hmm.
I don't know if this Gravik guy thought Fury could just find him a home in 3 seconds,
Right.
but like it's like you like didn't even like give him time to find you a home. It's like you got to think he's got to go like I mean essentially invade like another planet to find you a home. And so it's like for me, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy.
Okay.
Maybe I'm the crazy one here. It's like his his thing just doesn't feel entirely like justified.
Fury didn't have the technology at this point to even discover a new planet for him.
Yeah.
It's if anything, it's Carol's fault. Let's be real here.
Yes.
She's the one. She had the capability of doing it. Uh, Fury was gone for 5 years. There was massive events on Earth. Earth was becoming the epicenter of like superhero and
Yeah.
attacks and that stuff. So Fury was dealing with that for a good portion of time. Um,
Mhm. And it's also just like, in my opinion, like
yeah,
if these guys are gonna be like, oh well, he didn't find us a home in a moderate amount of time. It's also just like the like if he said you guys were fine on Earth,
right,
you know, and you guys can live in these radiation zones.
right.
I mean, it's just like if you, I don't know. It's just like I have trouble wrapping my mind around his
Why don't
like,
they just live peacefully in these radi? I don't like that. Like they could literally like make a whole town out of these places.
yeah,
As if
it's
Fury was like, "Hey, oh, that's cool. Yeah, that could work as long
yeah,
as you don't mingle with humans."
yeah. Just so long as you guys don't get involved with human affairs because you guys aren't human. And it's like stuff can still affect you from humans, but like you guys have the ability to shape shift. So that kind of is a huge security problem.
Right.
I don't know. To me, to me, where my problem comes in for it is again, it's just like I don't get it. Like I think, like bluntly, I just don't get it. I really don't.
Go after Fury,
Yeah, and it's not.
not kill 2,000 people.
Yeah,
and cause World War III. Like I don't like the plan is so like weird to me. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, we get it. You want a planet for your own and you want to kill all the humans, but like logistically, if you kill the whole world, there will be no resources, like literally, like if we're gonna be realistic about this and if we're gonna be real, right? There's what, 7 billion, close to 8 billion people probably now. If you're gonna start a war, now it's kind of scary how like similar it is to the real world.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I was hearing some of the stuff. I was like, how recent was this series made? Because this was like some tit for tat stuff.
Right. If Russia and the United States were to have like a war, it'd be a nuclear war, most likely. That ends the world, right? Okay, sure, the Skrulls can live in radiation, whatever. But like, is
Most of
that
most of the supplies of the world wouldn't be like all that good anymore because they'd be blown up.
right? I mean, I like Gravik as a character. He's interesting to me. I heard an interesting theory that I kind of liked, that he was Fury's son. Fury married a Skrull.
Well, that kind of gets disproven now because he's got a wife. I think Fury's loyal.
And it would have been interesting to me, but now Gravik is just, oh, child who lost parents
He's a bad orphan.
in war. The Council of Scrolls didn't interest me. They kind of bended the hand to him, um, because he was almighty dictator type of guy. The Scrolls are just weird to me in themselves because there's not a lot about them. They're just shapeshifters. Um, I guess we can talk about the science stuff that's going on with them. Like
Mm, yeah.
the I don't know what's going on there. Do you know?
Nope. My idea is maybe trying to make them super scrolls, but
Right.
I don't know, man.
Because I just saw the word Groot, Coal Obsidian,
Mm,
and
yeah.
uh
My idea is that they're probably going down the super scroll route.
right.
Again, for a refresher, super scrolls are scrolls that are able to also mimic powers. So I don't know. Maybe we could. Could you imagine a scroll posing as Groot?
That's terrifying.
That'd be sad too. That'd be really sad too. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what other heroes would they pose as. I don't know.
Thor.
That'd be interesting.
How would the hammer work though?
I don't know. Well, maybe like the same way, you know how like Gravik, when he shapeshifted into Fury, he had even Fury's exact pistol.
Okay.
Maybe something like that
Are you So then that brings up like, so that means they're worthy if you shapeshift, I guess.
for their hammer, I guess.
Okay. Does it have the same properties? Would be my question then. Probably
Who
not.
knows? Who knows? The MCU would probably never answer this question.
No, yeah, that's too philosophical. Yeah, I don't know. I I really don't know about the show. I like it. I
Hmm.
don't know if you saw the numbers. It's the second least viewed Disney Plus show,
I wonder what it's
only
on
ahead of
it.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah. Mm.
Less than 1 million viewers for the 5-day period.
I mean,
I actually think the market has been good. I don't know if you've seen, but like on random TV, I don't know if did you see I said that? I sent that something to you on Twitter about it. Um, like they'll show like on TV broadcasts, like behind like the broadcaster or the reporter, they'll just have like a scroll walk behind. It's like dressed up as a scroll with scroll makeup, and then they had like here I can pull it up here. Let me see if I can
I
find
would
it.
say I did not see you DM me on Twitter. Oh yeah, whoa.
Yeah, I'll get this pulled up for you folks. Let me share. Yeah. Scrolls have been appearing in real life news broadcasts. You got one behind camera. You got one just standing in the background here. And then you got another one
Dude,
right there.
hey, it's genius marketing.
Imagine if you were watching the news though, and you
Dude,
saw
and you didn't know? Oh my god, I'd be terrified. What's that green alien? I saw
just
him twice. And then could you just imagine though? Could you just imagine somebody explains it though, but they don't explain it's an MCU character? It's a shapeshifter. They like shapeshift as people and disguise themselves.
oh my god, people would actually just go.
Dude, even if it came out that's like no, that's just like the MCU characters. Donald Trump is actually a scroll.
Scroll?
I can already see it, dude. I can already see the boomers of the internet falling for that.
Joe Biden is an alien.
I would honestly, my grandma, she's like a hardcore Republican. I would want to see what she would say to something like that. Like make a fake news website and be like, coming out that a secret alien race has invaded Earth since the 80s.
You gotta send her that.
And has secretly been taking over high politicians with the
You just
number
gotta
one
crop.
suspect being Donald Trump.
You gotta crop that tweet and say, you gotta crop that. Just show the pictures of the aliens and say, they've come for Trump, and then
Yeah,
that's it.
oh my
Just
god,
leave it.
she would go crazy. She would
That's it.
freak out.
I knew the Democrats were aliens.
Yes, that is almost entirely something she would say.
I knew they were aliens the whole time.
It's funny.
All these greedy politicians, they were aliens.
Mm. Yep.
That's so funny. I couldn't imagine watching that. Like my dad, he doesn't know anything about this. He would be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Right? I'd just be like,
Yeah.
just seeing an alien behind a television camera. Just
again, it's genius marketing though.
it just they've done a good job.
Yeah, it just sucks that this was the show that they tried.
Right.
I wish they would have tried like any other show, but
right.
hey, it's okay, man. I'll take my wins where I get them.
Emilia Clarke's character, interesting. Sure.
Yeah, I think she's like, I don't know. It's just weird because it's just, again, I feel the number one problem this show has is just, I feel like they're putting us under the impression we should have been following these characters for 30 movies, but we've only seen them in a handful.
Right.
But we're jumping into the story like we've known them forever.
Quite literally one.
Yeah. Yup.
And they weren't even like the main one. They were like kind of, well, they were pretty big in Captain Marvel. The whole interrogation thing with Sonya, I thought was good. It was gory.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
Straight
god.
up chopped that. I'm like,
yeah, I was literally just like, dude, I was like, oh shit. Ooh. Like, oh.
And then she had like this dude, like, I don't know, getting ready to like change back into Skrull, and he wouldn't do it. And then they straight up brought that dude out and just killed him.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. So when I was watching the episode, I was playing Call of Duty Zombies.
Right.
I'm able to just multitask and just pay attention to the episode, but also like do that.
Right.
I literally looked over to my game for 5 seconds to pause the game and fix my audio settings, and then the guy was dead. I was like, whoa, what just happened?
No, I was confused too, because I like zoned out for a second, and I'm like, because I heard gunshots. Yeah. I'm like, did they just kill this dude? And I just did not realize it. I'm like, where is he? Oh, I'm like, they killed him. They killed him. Good. Yeah. So Sonya found out the location, right? No, she didn't.
No, she found out the person.
Right.
The couple. What was it, Dalton or whatever?
Dalton? Right, they were the scientist, right?
which it feels weird that there are like, I'm gonna assume they meant to imply them that they were humans.
Right.
It's weird. Why would you want that? Why would you want to help them? I don't
I
know.
don't know. Uh, yeah, I really don't know where this series. I mean, I'm excited, intrigued to see where it goes. Uh,
I'm intrigued, but I'm not at all waking up at 3 in the morning for the show.
no, not even close. No.
The show, it lacks oomph. It lacks. My thing is this, okay? The show is gonna have a hard time making us buy into it because at any point they can pull the, oh, this person's a scroll, and so
Right.
it makes wanting to follow the characters like
Pointless.
pretty hard because you're just like, well, at any point this person's just gonna be a scroll.
Right.
And again, like I've said multiple times, the MCU has a death problem. Not you. You're not dead unless you're like killed by a main character,
Right.
and not a main villain, a main character, so a hero.
Right.
The bad guys always stay dead. The heroes are never dead.
Right.
And so I don't know. I think
Oh, I think Maria Hill's dead. Dead.
I think Marie Hill is dead. I think she's dead, dude. Um, which was, by the way, that was like actually like so sad. The scene with her mom and Fury,
Yeah.
it was actually really sad.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm
Well, I understood where she was coming from, but
Yeah,
also like,
yeah. I think you also got to give some leeway to understand that like it's a pretty like high case important thing that just not everybody can know everything about.
right. Yeah, he was like put in a really bad spot where like his answer was really bad because his answer like indicated like, oh, he didn't do everything he could to protect her, which
Yeah.
is technically right, but like also
Mhm.
she took the job. I get where she's upset,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. Yeah.
But it's also like a type of thing, like you were saying, like Fury can't, like I'm like Fury cannot come out and say, yeah, we're invaded
Yeah,
by
because
aliens.
like yeah, that's like the last thing that needs to happen because all that's gonna do is just cause people to panic.
Right. Um.
But again, it's like again, I understand like for the character's sake, there's no real way to answer that.
Right.
But yeah, again, I thought the episode was great. It just not much like I don't know, not much like substance. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, like 7, 8 out of 10 is just like it's like I don't
I
know.
mean,
It's
it's
just
good. I don't. I'm having a hard time. For me, for something to be really good, I have to connect with the characters, and it's
yeah,
something I've been thinking about. I on TikTok, like you'll see like random Marvel clips, and it'll be like Iron Man and shit like that, and I'm like, oh, I really love this, and then I'm like, you know why I love this is I can connect with these characters, and they're just missing that it factor with the actors. Like, there's no. I guess I could. The only one I could say I really, really connect with is now is Tom as Spider Man. I like connect with Strange a lot. I like Strange.
yeah,
Besides that, who else do you like
yeah.
connect with?
It's hard.
Who carries the scene, like, as well as Robert Downey Jr. did or Evans or
Yeah,
Tom Hiddleston?
yeah. It's hard though because it's hard to follow these people when they haven't been here from the beginning because we've grown with these people. Like
Right,
and it's not to say like we haven't grown with Fury. It's just again where we're at with him in this series. It feels like we're supposed to have like seen 30 other movies with him, and we
right,
haven't. So we're like learning all this stuff, and it's just kind of coming out of nowhere.
right. Because
So
I think they think that we've been with Fury, like, in the last 7 years significantly. We haven't.
we haven't. We Captain Marvel was his last like major appearance, and that was like it was like 30 years before the Avengers.
timeline wise, the last time we really see him significantly is Age of Ultron, right?
Yeah. And then the furthest we see him in the timeline is Avengers Endgame. Or no. Yeah, no, Far From Home, sorry. In the post credit scene, but
But Far From Home, he's a scroll, right? So like,
well, no, I'm
but
saying
like,
though, like
oh
we
yeah, right,
see
post
him.
credit scene. But even then, like I was saying, significantly, it's Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. That's where we last like majorly saw him.
We've had no like significant development with him, and then we're supposed to like, and that's the other thing. Everybody keeps telling us he's not the same dude. Well, we've seen no indication of that.
Yeah.
We've seen no indication he's not the same dude because every time you've showed us in the show, he's been plenty capable. He knows when people are scrolls. He let himself get captured. He literally probably broke a dude's arm. Uh, yeah, I don't understand where they're going with him. I mean, I think he's given a good performance. I just don't get where he's going with him.
Yeah, he's. They got to figure out what they got to do with him because I don't know. It feels weird. It's like it's one of those things that's like sometimes when you like leave it up to the audience to put the pieces together, sure it works, but in this case it doesn't. It don't work here.
Right.
So yeah, unfortunately, like it's hard to really like gravitate to the series right now.
I agree.
Not a bad series. It's just it's hard to care. It's hard to feel like I want to care.
I agree.
Sorry, Secret Invasion. You tried. You still are.
You
But
tried.
it's got 4 episodes, so I don't know. It could still work. Still work.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. We'll see next week. We'll see the next couple of weeks. I think next week will be a big pivotal moment for the show. I would say. Um. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
Didn't,
Oh, go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
oh,
We gonna have some
sorry.
thoughts?
Nope.
Okay. We finally have our Superman and Lois Lane. Let's see if we can pull this up here. See if I can find it. I don't know this guy's name. I can't remember. Do you remember, Alex?
Nope.
Nope, you don't remember. Okay. Look at us, all prepared. Great.
Hey, look. This isn't. We haven't done this like we used to. Okay.
No, no, no. I can't even find James Gunn's Twitter. That's great. Do, 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 do.
Is it this David Corin Sweat?
Yes, yes, it is. Oh
Here,
shit.
I can present it for you.
Yeah.
Hold on, hold on. There you go.
Good man.
Look at
David
that.
Corn Sweat
Corin Sweat.
has been cast
He literally looks
as
just like Henry Cavill.
it literally is Henry Cavill. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of the truth. Trying to get something that just looks like Henry Cavill, might as well just cast Henry Cavill.
I agree.
Well, hey.
He is 6'4", I believe. And then the lady who was playing Lois Lane, Rachel Brosnahan now
Yeah.
is like 5'3".
Oh, there's gonna be a height difference.
So like I want to so like Brosnahan. Okay, Brosnahan. Okay. Brosnahan. Rachel Brosnahan. Okay, got it. She's playing Lois Lane.
Why can't I
I
not
do
find
not
James Gunn's Twitter? There it is.
I don't know what to think because I don't know these two individuals.
Yeah, I don't
Um
either. I've never heard of him.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That sounds really bad. I'm sorry.
I'm not good with actors. I have never heard of them.
Don't recognize him.
That doesn't mean they're no names. That just means I don't know what I'm talking about, which is no surprise. But um, yeah, this it cool.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, cool.
it's crazy to me though that like we've been talking about how long do you think we've been talking about speculating about the Fantastic Four cast
Forever.
at this point? Probably year plus, maybe 2 years.
Forever. It's been really sad.
And like Superman Legacy, they did some test screenings for a couple of different matches, pairs, and we already have the what are we calling this? What is this called? The Gunverse or what do we? I'm gonna call it the
DCU.
Gunverse.
Just got the DCU, man.
Can I call it the Gunverse?
Sure.
The gun, the Gunverse.
You want?
Well, I don't even know if Warner Brothers Discovery is gonna exist. Like they're losing. Did you see that? They're losing a ton of money.
Yeah.
They're selling some IP off, right?
Yeah. See, you know what's crazy? This is gonna get into a wrestling rant. This company is losing so much money that their idea was let's start another show for our wrestling company.
Really?
Yep. And that's where the money's going.
Really?
So, guess what? You better be praying outside Tony Khan's house that he starts making more money with his wrestling company.
Wow.
What football team does he own? Jacksonville Jaguars? Or
He
whatever?
owns the Jaguars. Yeah, Tony Khan. That's right.
Yeah. Go outside his house. Tell him you'll buy all the Jaguars merch you need to make sure his wrestling company works.
So he has a wrestling company too?
Yeah. All Elite Wrestling. It has 3 TV shows on every week.
Really?
There's one just ended a few minutes ago.
Really?
Yeah, Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. Yeah.
And they're all Warner Brothers Discovery type of thing?
Yep. All endorsed by Warner Bros. That's who owns them. That's who owns
Okay.
the TV right. That's who owns the TV rights for them.
Okay.
You better go pray to Tony Khan that he starts making some money.
I just don't know about like I'm excited for Superman Legacy. Obviously,
Yeah.
the first like big movie in the DC. I think it's called Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, right?
Yeah, Gods, Monster. I almost said Mutants and Monsters. Not Mutants. Wrong franchise. Gods and Monsters and
I think that's it, right?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm excited, obviously.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of Gunn writing it.
It feels so, I don't know.
Listen, man.
It would feel like if if Bob Iger was like, yeah, I'm gonna start this new universe where I'm gonna write and direct the first movie. So
It would feel like if Christopher just tonally, it would feel like if Christopher Nolan was doing Barbie, not Oppenheimer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta be honest. My confidence is starting to get really low for the DCU right now. Okay.
This dude straight up said, Flash is one of the greatest comic book films of all time. I went and saw The Flash.
And now
I saw The Flash. I went with somebody and I saw The Flash.
That's a bad date to bring someone on.
The Flash was not good. The Flash was okay.
Okay.
Some really bad CG.
Do stuff.
It was a, interesting way to tie it all together, I guess. I very confused about everything.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton is dead as Batman.
Yeah.
We're now in the universe. He's in the universe with Clooney's Batman. But anyways, that he was wrong. And did you see that Fandango was doing a thing? And this movie is only going into its third weekend. Now you can buy a ticket, and you can get one free. This movie had a 75% drop, and it only made 14 million in its second weekend. It had a lower opening weekend than Black Adam. Black Adam in the past year has the highest opening weekend of any DCEU film. That film, mind you, is lead was Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Black Adam.
Yeah,
It is being out Shazam and The Flash. One of the greatest superheroes, The Flash.
Yeah. Look, okay. It's crazy to me how The Flash is one of the. He, in my opinion, is with Spider-Man, in my opinion. He is one of those people. You have to try really hard to fumble the bag on him.
Right.
You gotta try. And they managed to. It's DC that would manage, like a Warner Bros. They would be the people to manage to do it, and they did.
Right.
Never did I ever think I'd say the CW Flash is better than something.
Oh, like substantially better.
And the show is just substantially better than this.
Right.
It's one of those things I don't understand. The fans have been clamoring for a Flash movie forever.
Right.
Forever. And we get announced in 2014 that DC is going to be in one. 9 years later, we get it. And it's bad. It's bad. And it's bad for so many reasons, too.
It's bad because it also just doesn't matter.
That, and it's like, dude, in my opinion, when I look at comics, when I look at comic events, not just Marvel, not just DC, but all of comics, there are 3 comic runs, or I'll say 4 comic runs that to me are iconic. If you are even a fan of the movies, you would have heard of these 4 events.
Right.
Secret Wars,
Mm-hmm.
Secret Invasion, Crisis on Infinite Earths, and Flashpoint.
Right.
And it's mind-boggling that DC has botched Flashpoint twice.
Right.
Live action.
Yeah.
2 times. How?
This isn't even really like a Flashpoint story, I would say.
No. It's literally, what's crazy is that it's marketed that this is the Flashpoint event. And it's not. Because the Flashpoint event, for those who forget, the Flash goes back in time and stops his mother from being killed by the Reverse Flash. When he comes, and then when he goes back, essentially, the universe has changed. Thomas Wayne is Batman now. Bruce Wayne is dead. Everything's changed. Now, to a point, to a degree, the CW show kind of got that. Instead of the Flash being Barry Allen, it was Wally West.
Mm-hmm.
And he was Kid Flash. But still, even though that's still bad. Bad show. Bad. But this show is not the Flashpoint. This is Barry changed some events and some weird things went in whack. Some actors changed.
Right.
That's what happened. Some actors changed.
Yep.
Instead of Henry Cavill, it's whatever that girl's name was, and instead of Ben Affleck, it's Michael Keaton, and now it's George Clooney. So, DC will the next time, because I'm gonna assume we're probably gonna get a new Flash,
right?
The new DCU. If they ever tell me that they are doing the Flashpoint again, I'm gonna immediately think the movie's gonna be bad.
Well, it should not be the first story they tell with him.
No, The thing about it, the reason why the Flash does it in the CW show is so justified. He's witnessed his mother be murdered by the Reverse Flash and his father murdered by Zoom. And so he wants to go live a life with both of them.
Right.
A life he never got. What was the I'm still confused to this point what his motivation in the movie was. Cuz I feel like it's been the same since the first time we met him. Cuz it was. Bad movie. Bad movie. Somebody got to stop letting James Gunn cook.
Now, listen.
Because his take was bad.
I know Gunn's in just a weird spot. Like, he has to market these things.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I don't know if the brand is. I think a Superman movie will do okay. But I think their brand is damaged. I think it's going to take a long time for them to recuperate. And I think he's in a bad place. He's in a bad place. Go ahead.
Okay. You know what's funny? Is James Gunn. They brought James Gunn in to fix the reputation of the DC universe. And I feel like he's done nothing but made it worse.
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing but made it worse. And what's crazy is that Peter Sanrath guy or whatever his name is. What's he
Safran,
doing?
yeah.
What's he doing? I have not heard him say a word.
No, I have not heard Peter Safran.
What's his idea? Did he make these changes? No, I can't see it.
Mind you, Safran and Gunn are the ones that got Cavill out.
It's just to me, it's literally just like, in my opinion, they were given a nice medium rare steak on a nice silver platter, and they just swatted it out of the chef's hand. It was like,
right,
that's not burger and fries. We want burger fries, not your weird bougie medium rare steak.
Dude, I think the Black Adam Superman thing is weird too, but like it's a lot better than I think. I mean, I like their plan. I'm sure Gunn will do fine. He's got a really good outline.
Yeah, it's to me, it's just like he's in a good spot. I'm not gonna lie here, he's in a good spot. But man, did he really stumbled to get there. You would have just thought like the first thing that you would do, it's the easiest thing to get people in seats. It pleases the fans. Is just keep Henry Cavill.
Yeah,
that's it. You just keep Henry Cavill, and that's it.
Right.
But somehow this man takes that as just like, keep Henry Cavill in the trash can. That's where we'll put him then. He goes
I do have some hope and optimism with this cast in here. I think it's gonna work. I trust Gunn's choices here. I think it gives me, like the character of Superman himself, hope and optimism for the future. Gunn's alluded to the fact that this movie is going to take place when there are already heroes in the universe, and Superman will be introduced into that world.
Like, all I gotta say, your optimism is really cool. I don't know where you're getting it from.
I think James Gunn puts together good superhero stories. We agree on that. He hasn't missed.
I think though the reason why he's putting on good ones is because he had somebody like Kevin Feige with him.
Right. Plus, he's also taken obscure characters.
Yeah, this is Superman. I'm telling you now. I'm putting this on the table now. If Superman Legacy flops, the DCU is never gonna. It will be doomed to fail forever.
Now, what would you define as a flop? Like a box office flop or just bad?
Box office flop. I'm talking fan reception flop. I'm talking like just movie flop. All of it.
What does this movie need to be? Like on a grading scale?
It needs to be an S tier. It needs
really.
It needs to be, and it can, in my opinion, cannot be anything less than. It needs to be perfect, because let me tell you, you have stomped on what the fans have wanted. You have told us that the next few DC movies are meaningless. There's no reason to buy in or care about anything.
Right.
So you better have a great starting to make me care.
Right.
And I'm talking like I better be enthralled. Like I better be like, oh my god, I cannot wait until the next project.
Right.
If I am not like that, it's a failure. For me personally, at least. I'm
If
not gonna
this
say for
movie
everyone.
if this movie is as good as Shang-Chi, is it a success?
Yeah. Let me hold on.
So if this movie is as good as Shang-Chi, it's a
Okay.
success.
So listen, Shang-Chi on the low end would have had a 150 million to $200 million budget. If
Right.
this movie does not make like 600 million to
Oh, I
800
would say
million,
yes.
sham. It was a failure. If it
Okay, I
does not make to
agree.
that 600 to 800 million mark, it was a
Yes.
failure.
Yes.
I'm not saying that. That's saying if that movie uses like a $200 million
I would
budget.
say on the conservative end, 750 million.
Yes. If it does not make that, it's a failure. It's a bad entry.
Okay.
Like I'm telling you, it needs to like it
It
needs to go
needs to be
100.
Iron Man good. Like,
Yes, it needs to be Iron Man good, where it's like, dude, I think this was good. I want to see a sequel to this, and I hope the sequel's better than Iron Man 2. So
I'm concerned because I don't know. Like, I think this could be Gunn's first flop. I might be doubting Gunn. I might be giving Gunn
yeah,
some ammo here,
listen,
but I'm doubting Gunn.
we're all there. We've all said it whenever we say this person I think is gonna fail, they've always risen to the occasion and not. But man, I'm not. I don't think James Gunn is gonna flop. I'm saying if he does, it's gonna be catastrophic.
Yeah, because they'll never get the ground running. Because the other I mean, The Bold and the Brave is interesting because you also have Pattinson's Batman going on.
Yeah.
That has to be as good or better than the Batman.
My thing with this is just like, look, your building is only as good as your foundation.
Right.
If the foundation fails, the building's gonna crumble. So all I'm saying is James Gunn, you got your work cut out for you right now. So it's right now, in my opinion, he is in dire, like sink or swim, like mentality right now. He's got to be
Right.
After the Flash, he's got to be. He's got to be in sink or swim right now.
I
Because
mean,
I am for him.
the Lanterns, we gotta do well with that.
Yes, it's these core characters, man. You gotta do well with.
But Superman's the big one. I think if you lose Superman,
yeah, he's the Iron Man of this universe.
because with Superman, that's how you're gonna get people for Swamp Thing, for fucking the Authority. I mean, cool characters. Don't get me wrong. I'll probably go see them. But how do you captivate that general audience? You need Superman Legacy to matter for the universe. Like, you need me to not just care about Superman himself, but you also need me to care about the universe he's in.
The big thing is it's about caring. You have to make me care. If I don't care,
Right.
I'm not gonna support it.
Right.
I'm not gonna support it.
Right.
So I need to care. I need to feel like I have to go see this. Like it's a necessity to.
Right.
If you make it not a necessity, nobody's gonna care. So yeah. All that to say, James Gunn, the ball is in your park. It is what you do with that ball will determine if your franchise is doomed to fail. The MCU's mastered it. They had a solid foundation.
Right.
Granted, the higher we got, we started getting some cheaper materials to build this.
It started to crumble a little bit.
But then we got things like Guardians Volume 3, where it's like we started to reinforce.
The tower is kind of coming down.
Yeah, and so maybe we should help out and like kick the building down while we're at it, but like
then we would have two buildings down because DC's building is currently down.
I was about to make a really bad joke.
I know what you're gonna say. God damn it, Alex. Holy shit.
Okay, it's bad. Okay, You don't know what I was gonna say. You don't know me.
I kind of do.
No.
I'm excited about the casting, but yeah, sure, I agree.
I am too.
I feel bad for these two because they got a lot of pressure on them.
They do. If people don't like him, it's gonna be bad.
They're gonna be compared to
bad.
Henry Cavill. He's gonna be compared to Henry
Yeah.
Cavill literally every day of his life.
Correct.
Um,
Correct. How much do you want to bet though? I can already see like the media scrums that this guy's gonna go through with like promoting. He's gonna constantly be asked, with the comparisons to Henry Cavill, why did that make you? How did that influence your performance as Superman? How much do you want to bet?
it's
Question he gets asked. How much
he's
you
gonna
wanna
be
bet?
asked 100%.
He's gonna be asked 1,000 times. Uh, mm.
Do you got anything else to say about this?
James Gunn, don't fuck up.
Don't
I will laugh if you do.
don't burn the house down.
I'll say what I have one more thing to say is what
Okay.
I tell everybody when they almost like trip in front of me at like work or anything. I said I will laugh at you if you fall.
Right.
And I will laugh uncontrollably too.
Oh God.
So don't. Just like I'd expect you to laugh at me if I fell in front of you. But just know, like I'm gonna cackle laugh at you too.
I recently had a fan somebody I know. I
Okay.
won't say who. We're in an elevator going to a game. And this happened this week,
what
right?
happened?
We're in an elevator.
Okay, in an elevator.
And it's tightly compact. And this person goes,
Elevators freak me out, man.
and then we were all talking, and this person goes, "At least we're not in a submarine."
Sorry, because you know what? That's where my joke about where DC was heading was going.
I mean, like, do not like. It's one of those type of things. Like, I'm gonna laugh. It's funny.
It's funny, but it's just like, oh, it still feels like so. It feels like such poor taste.
No, it is. It is. And I told the person after, probably you shouldn't do that. It's hilarious, but like you shouldn't do it.
It's funny. It's damn.
It's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. We can all be some sports about it.
No, you know, there's levels to it, right? I mean, obviously, like, you know.
Yeah.
This is how we get canceled.
Yeah, but it's all right. I've said worse.
Yeah, you said a lot. Yeah, totally. We both have, yeah. I don't. Do we want to talk about the scenes, or I mean, I'm kind of good.
Yeah, I'm kind of good too.
Okay, I'm tired, man. Alrighty. Thank you for watching, everybody. Episode 97. Kind of interested. I mean, I'm sorry, folks, but we're doing our best here. We're not in love with what's going on right now, man. We're not.
Yeah. It's not even that we're not even in love. It's just like there's not much to talk about.
I mean, I think when Ahsoka comes out, we'll have some really good episodes.
Yeah, and I have something to tell you after this too, by the way, about that.
Oh, okay, alrighty. Yeah. As always, thank you for watching. May the force be with you, and may you stay burdened with glorious purpose. We will see you next week for hopefully a more enthusiastic episode 3 review of Secret Invasion.
Maybe.
Bye bye. Peace out, everyone.